Hello everybody, my name is Cortez.
And I'm Monkevis Edwards.
And welcome to Figures of Speech. So today we are going to be talking about one of our very own alumnae, Tanisha Allen, also known as Njeri. She was a psychology major and she graduated in 2011 from our wonderful University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff.
Now, Miss Njeri is an author, an award-winning filmmaker. She's an educator and a second-generation hip-hop artist who believes that true hip-hop is the cure. Now, Miss Njeri has written 2 books. Her first book was How Hip-Hop Saved My Life, and the second book, which is the focus of her coming to the university on Monday, is a memoir. It's actually a complement to her first book, and it's called One Mic. And it's a story about basically Miss Allen and the struggles that she's overcome and how she came to be the woman that she is today. It's very powerful, very powerful. What do you think of it?
One of the messages that I took from her memoir was that everybody has a story, but we just lack the courage to tell our story. And so I also went through her social media, and her social media has a lot of quotes and a lot of inspirational things, you know, basically talking about the African American culture. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that she's very woke. But more than that, she's very inspirational. She's very motivational. And I feel like a lot of people would, you know, have something to take away from her story and the things that she has to say. I know that she has a few tracks out because she's very, I don't know, like,
she has a lot to say.
You know, she does have a lot to say. And I wouldn't necessarily call her an artist, more of a poet. You know, a lot of spoken word with music, instrumentals in the back. I know on SoundCloud I listened to some of her, some of her odes, like the ode to her father and the ode to her mother. And she basically described, you know, her situation. She lost both of her parents. Her mother she lost to drugs, and her father she lost to violence. He was gunned down in St. Louis. And just the way that she describes growing up and, you know, having to deal with those circumstances and overcoming that is very powerful in itself. And I believe that it shaped her to be the woman that she is today.
Along with her odes to her parents, she also has the One Mic Prelude, where she's encouraging young people to tell their story, to stay positive, and she basically talks about her struggle and, you know, things that her siblings also went through. And now here is an excerpt from One Mic Prelude on SoundCloud by Njeri.
On the dark side, lights out, it's cold. Mama tryna do something. She gotta sell her body just so she can prove something. Meanwhile, I mean, you really up stunting, really in that Benz 600, looking like it ain't nothing. When your kids starve, man, crack on a plate. Tell me how you can do that and look in my face. But it's alright though. We gon' be alright. Cause I got this one mic. Let me tell you about this life. Let me tell you about this life. Look, all I need is one mic. All I need is one mic. All I need is one mic. All I need is one mic.
If you guys would like to check those out, you can go to SoundCloud and search up Njeri.
Ajay, Azanjeri. Njeri.
So Njeri was also a filmmaker. She began her filmmaking career by creating conscious sketches that challenged African American stereotypes. One of her films that she produced was called The Beholder, and it's basically about a woman named Summer Jones who is trying to discover herself. And she also has a sister named Winter, and well, Winter is light-skinned and Summer Jones is darker skinned.
Basically in the film, what I liked was how it really depicted how people view the lighter skin versus the darker skin. It really doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, you know, whether you're black, you're white, whatever. You know, there's always been a difference between the way the lighter skin is viewed as opposed to the darker skin. And to see the darker skin prevail in all of, you know, the young lady and all of her natural beauty, and that was just, it was really great. I wasn't too enthused over, you know, the production and the overall quality, but I feel like the message was powerful.
Especially with things that are happening nowadays. There's like the light skin versus dark skin, you know, like just things that are happening nowadays. And it was this inspirational video because it's teaching darker skinned girls to love themselves.
Ajay she's very uplifting, I guess, you know, and it's funny because she's not necessarily someone who's out in the public eye. I mean, I feel like she's making her way there, and she's the total opposite when it comes to like her father. You know, I learned a lot about her father, how he was a millionaire. You know, he owned a record label, he managed artists, and he basically worked his way to the top as she's trying to do as well. You know, so I really admire her and I respect everything that she's trying to accomplish. I expect the message that she has, and I love how it's all, you know, kind of centered around hip hop. And
as previously mentioned, Ajay was a psychology major, and we spoke to one of her previous instructors, Dr. Tay, and this is what he had to say. As teachers, we are never fully aware of the impact that we may have directly or indirectly on our students through our formal and informal interactions with them, such as the case with Tanisha. I remember the informal chats I would have with Tanisha in my office. My students knew that I am originally from Ghana, which sometimes served as a trigger for wanting to know things over there in Africa. Whenever such occasions arose, I regarded them as teachable moments and shared aspects of the culture with them. When it comes to Tanisha, never in my wildest dreams did it occur to me that those informal chats were helping to shape her thinking and perspective on life. It is sobering to know that something good came out of those informal chats. It is also gratifying to watch her development and the direction her life has taken. I wish her all the best in her future endeavors. And again, this was Dr. Tay.
That's pretty interesting. You know, it's amazing how a person can have a conversation with a particular individual and not know the true impact that they're having. That's pretty interesting. And again, Miss Ajay Njeri will be here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff on Monday, November 13th at 2:00 p.m. here in the John Watson Memorial Library. Don't miss out. This is going to be a book signing, a lecture, and just a chance to meet this amazing woman. I'm Monkevis Edwards.
And I am Diana Cortez.
And this is Figures of Speech. Thank you.